Hi, future flight attendants. I want to share my list of FA disqualifiers to you. Meaning, if you find yourself in this list, then you can be sure you definitely, absolutely can never be a flight attendant. Number one, are you a dog, cat, goldfish, or any other animal? If you are, then this video is not for you. It's just impossible for you to become a flight attendant. Number two, are you a mango tree? Are you a fortune plant, or I don't know, are you a seaweed or any kind of plant? Then sorry if you are, fat chance, you may leave this video now, go away. Number three, are you a Martian? Are you one of those invaders from the movie Independence Day, or any kind of alien from outer space? If you are, you can go back to your planet now, because airline companies need you to have passports. And you don't even have a country, so how on earth can you have passports, right? Number four, and this is the most important. Here's the last disqualifier on my list. Are you a person who thinks it's impossible for you to become a flight attendant? Hmm? You know, if you said yes just now, then I'm sorry. Just like a panda bear or a banana tree or an alien from outer space, you can't become an FA. You know why? Because this career is only for aspirants who believe anything is possible. But you might say, di ba? But Sir Jojit, I'm only 5'1", and the requirement for the airline I want to join is 5'2". Then let me tell you something. The shortest FA I personally knew stood at 5'1", in a company whose requirement was 5'3". So what does that tell you? You might say, but sir, I'm 5 flat. I want to ask you something. What if that FA I knew, that 5'1" FA said the same thing before? What if she said, "Sir, I'm only 5'1". It's hopeless for me." Where would she be now if she thought that way? Come on, answer me. Are you going to wait to see some other 5 flat aspirant I know to become an FA? Are you going to be the or are you going to be the first? I mean, you know what are you catching my drift here? Why wait for someone else to do it first before you allow yourself to try? Did someone set some kind of cosmic rule for that? Or you might say, "Sir, I'm too old. I have a friend, I have a friend who joined an airline in her late 30s. So what's your excuse?" But I'd like to add a qualifier for that. Let me be honest with you. I have personally observed that despite there being no age limit for some airline companies, I do see that the majority of applicants, I mean a great majority who get in, are in their 20s, especially here in the Philippines. But even then, that only makes it more difficult for you to get in, not impossible. You might say, eto naman, baka you might say, "Sir, I'm pretty." So that's good. "No, sir, I'm pretty ugly," but why are you saying that? I mean, says who? Yeah, you know what? You're not ugly when people consider you ugly, or if they tell you worse, if they tell you you're ugly. You only become ugly when, number one, when you neglect your appearance, and number two, and more importantly, you become ugly when you start believing you are. And ask yourself if you're guilty of neglecting your looks. Are you telling me that you can't do anything about it? Is your hairstyle the absolute best possible hairstyle for you already? Are you telling me that you can't improve your complexion, or do something about your eyebrows, or that you can't invest in clothes to make you look better? Ano pa? Or learn how to wear makeup to emphasize your beauty? Wala na ba talagang paraan? Wala ka na ba talagang magagawa? You can tell me anything you like, but don't ever tell me that when it comes to physical appearance, you've run out of room for improvement. "Sir, I'm not a college graduate." Then stop insisting on an airline requiring college graduates and choose an airline that doesn't. or go back to school and get a college diploma. Oh, but speaking of such credentials, I know of several I personally know of several undergrad flight attendants who successfully got in airline companies who required college graduates. What? Paano nangyari yun? How did that happen? And paano nangyari yung story ko earlier about applicants below the height requirement? And why are there flight attendants who don't fit the supermodel showbiz flight attendant look? How do you explain that? This is how I can explain it. What set them apart from other aspirants is that they believed anything was possible. Years ago, hundreds, maybe even thousands of trans women didn't even think of applying for flight attendant because it was impossible for them. At least they thought it was impossible. So it didn't happen for them because that's what they thought. Inunahan pa nila ang interviewers na i-disqualify yung sarili nila. They had already failed themselves before any airline could accept them. So what would have happened to Jess Labares and Mikey Bitug if they had thought the same way? You know, they are both Filipino trans women who became flight attendants. Do you know them? What does this story tell you? It's telling you that if you don't meet the requirements, try anyway. What if the requirements seem non-negotiable? You keep trying, wala pa din. So wait for the requirements to change. But what do you do in the meantime? What do you do in the meantime? In the meantime, while you're waiting for it to change, you keep trying. What have you got to lose? There's no application fee for applying for flight attendant, is there? Let me remind you again. Difficult is not the same as impossible. So that's basically the strategy I'm suggesting. If you're serious about being an FA, never stop trying. But very important, equally important, even more important, get the next best job or occupation while you're at it. Don't go like, I'll keep applying and just stay in the house and play Mobile Legends or watch Netflix or YouTube videos until an airline accepts me. No, you know what that's called? That's you know what you'll be called? You'll be called a bum. Don't be a bum. No, you must grow professionally and personally while applying every chance you get. Get another job in an airline or and you know, while you're in that airline, if you get accepted, keep applying for an FA from there. I know so many FAs who were former reservations agents, airport and office staff or others. Or what else? Start a business of your own. Some time ago, I met an owner of a thriving cosmetics business, and she told me she had met me a long time ago. I was like, huh? I said, really? When? How? Because I couldn't recognize her. I don't remember her. And she said, sir, you failed me in my job interview years ago. Well, well, that was embarrassing. And you know what? What I noticed? She looked fabulous. And she travels the world and can afford to buy nice things for herself, which were the same reasons why she wanted to be an FA in the first place. Now her dream to do that has come true not by joining an airline company, but by starting a company of her own. Because you know, the growth and improvement you work hard for so that you can be an FA are also essential for achieving other great things, not only for being an FA. Let's just say that because you wanted to be an FA and in the process try to improve your health, looks, communication skills, people skills or whatever and other valuable skills, and in the end you still don't become an FA. Are you going to go like, what? I worked hard on improving myself and now I look fabulous. I can relate to other people better. I have picked up countless skills. I feel better. I look better. I am better in all respects. But still, I didn't become an FA. Sinayang ko lang ang effort ko. Buiset! Nasayang ba talaga yung effort mo? Are you kidding me? If you spend your time productively and make that kind of progress, there's no way you'll not achieve something great. Like earning millions by starting a cosmetics business like that applicant I told you about. Or becoming a successful fashion designer like another person I personally know. Or a pilot like several people I know. And if you ask them, do you still want to be an FT after achieving all that? Maybe they answer yes, but maybe they'll answer no. Because sometimes we dream for a particular job, not because of the job itself, but because of the very nice things that job can give you. Like in the case of being an FA, mobility, a big paycheck, looking great, and having prestige. And I know of people who achieve this and achieving these and more by ending up in another awesome occupation through their journey to be through their journey, I mean, rather, to become an FA. Now, let's go back to our list of disqualifiers. So, are you a dog or a cow? Good. Are you a guyabano or an avocado tree? Good. We're doing great. You're doing great. I mean, are you an alien or do you just look like one? Just kidding. Wow, if you're not an alien, you're on a roll. But do you think it's impossible for you to become a flight attendant? Now, here's the tricky part. You know, you can never, you can never escape the fact that people will reject you at some point in your life. Re-reject ka ng mahal mo. Ouch. Sometimes even your family, double ouch. Or interviewers of airline companies, they'll reject you. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But that's okay. That's part of life. The only people immune to rejection are, you know who? Dead people. So if you're the type who don't try anything for fear of rejection or failing, what does that make you? That makes you dead, the living dead. A zombie addicted to safety and comfort. Do you want that for your life? I guess not, no? I sure hope not. Accept that rejection will happen. But here's one thing you must never, never, ever allow to happen. Don't ever reject yourself. If you can promise yourself that, then my friend, anything is possible.